Hello everyone. So today we are here with yet another session of Thoughtful Leaders. So today we have Mr. Manish Billore, who is the professor in mechanical engineering and director placement at Oriental Group of Institutes, Bhopal. We welcome you, sir.
Thank you, Mike.
So being the director placements in Oriental Group of Institutes, what is your philosophy of leadership? How would you describe your leadership style?
It's very simple, Mayank, and I would say that I have been following this, that a leader should be a practitioner himself. So, particularly in educational institutes, it applies that unless you are a good teacher, unless you are good at the lab work, unless you are okay with the industrial environment, you can't be a good mentor. You can't be a good teacher. And then of course, all the leaders in the educational institutes are basically the teachers. So all other activities, all other responsibilities, all the administrative responsibilities are the additional responsibility or the purview of the teaching role. So I would say that a leader should be a practitioner in the first place, and then he or she can be a good leader.
Great, a nice thought. How does the curriculum of Oriental Group of Institutes ensure the best practice of industry?
We have been trying at Oriental to keep a close association with the industry. I'll start with my own example. Why did Oriental Group of Institute chose a person like me? Out of the 24 years of total experience, exactly 50-50 experience of the industry and the academics. So people like me, I'm not the only one in the Oriental Group of Institutes. There are a lot of people like me, a lot of mentors like me who have got good exposure of the industry. And that is the prime reason that why we have been able to maintain a close relationship with the industry. It's not only our background, but it's about the routine or day-to-day association and the interaction with the industry, be it our MOUs, be it our industrial visits, the internship that the student is carrying on, be it the industrial projects that we bring at Oriental campus, be it the industrial lectures that we keep conducting every now and then during the session. And of course, one important and one unique thing about Oriental, that we also go to the industry. I personally visit the industry for taking sessions on different issues. Recently, there was a tie-up between our institute and a nearby industry. So, they were asking about the fundamentals of engineering. And they simply, or they, without any hesitation, they put up their problem that although we have been practicing very high-fi skills, very high definition industrial practices, engineering practices, but then we tend to keep forgetting the basics, the fundamentals. So why don't your teacher come to the factory or the industry and tell us something about the engineering fundamentals? And we successfully did that. It was very well appreciated. So unlike the typical engineering institute environment where there is just one directional flow from the industry to the institute, that also in the form of a couple of guest lectures, we have a different practice of mutual exchange of thoughts and practices between the industry and the institute. So that's how we enjoy it.
Great. What do you think your roles and responsibilities to the group and the students are?
Well, talking about me as a person, I am responsible for everything. As you grow up in the hierarchy, you are responsible for each and every activity that is being conducted at the institute. Right from the induction of the student during the admission process till the time when he exits from the institute, either for the higher education or for some good placement or for something of his or her own in the form of entrepreneurship practices. So right from this entry point to the exit point, I find myself responsible for each and everything which is carried out in the institute. And that's how, we the leaders at Oriental Group of Institutes, we get associated personally with each and every student. The student thinks that, the sir or ma'am is my well-wisher. I can approach him or her anytime when I want. So that's how my individual responsibility and the responsibility of my team is at Oriental about the students.
Okay. What do you think should be the Oriental Group of Universities' top priority over next 10 years?
As of now, the topmost priority, Mayank, if I think and if I tell you, is to develop some or the other kind of skill. You know, from the ages we have been reading books, we have been learning about engineering fundamentals, best practices in engineering, advanced practices in engineering, and also research. The only aspect of the personality which has been lacking so far for the past couple of years, or I would say for the past 5 or 10 years, is the skill, and that's what we are tapping. I just mentioned about the industrial association. So that's where we are trying to find out that what is the skill that they are wanting in the engineering student, the pass out from Oriental, and I mean, to the best of our capability and capacity, how best we can inculcate that skill or that set of skills in the students who are passing out from the college. It would help us both ways. One, the short-term goal, that the recruiter which is coming to the institute for campus placements, he will be happy. His time on the overall time or investment on the training would get reduced. So if they were planning to keep the student in the training period for 1 year, that would get reduced to 6 months or 4 months. The short-term goal is this, whereas the long-term goal is that we shall be able to build a generation of engineers and a subsequent or a consequent passing out batches of engineers who are skilled, who are mature, and thereby they will be acting as a leaders or mentors for the upcoming batches of students. So that's basically the focus area, skill. Another focus area is the generation of ideas, or if I name it in the other words, as the innovation practices or innovative thought process. So one, the person should be skilled, and second, the person should be self-capable or self-reliant to think for himself, to think, uh, to have a set of ideas which is workable, which can be converted into practice, or which can be converted into an engineering product. If that is the case, the pass out of the college would be self-reliant. He or she won't be able to be dependent on any job. He or she would be able to do a lot of things on his or her own. So basically, these are a couple of priority areas which we are working on already for the past couple of years.
Great. What do you see as Oriental Group of Oriental Group of Institute greatest strength?
Our strength, Mayank, is our tradition, our culture. You might be aware that we are celebrating our Silver Jubilee year, the 25th year of establishment. And all these years, the founder, chairman, Honorable Dr. K.L. Thakral, he still has an idea that an engineering institute, or for that matter, an educational institute, should aim at Nalanda and Takshashila for excellence. Those ancient practices, those rich Indian cultural practices are the benchmark for us. So I think the culture, the philosophy itself is our strength. As we say, as our motto goes, that no one else cares for the students like we do. So this care, this concern about the student, one student, the whole group of students, I think this is the strength. Around this, a lot of things are woven, which actually are the practitioner things.
Great. Any suggestions you would like to give to the current youth and the aspiring students?
The only suggestion, Mayank, to the upcoming students, or the students who are passing out from the schools and trying to take admission in some college, is to have wisdom. So being wise is very, very important, particularly in this scenario, wherein you get a lot of suggestions from lot of different directions, from lot of people. You keep getting suggestions from those who are not mature enough, or not learned enough, or not wise enough to give you suggestions, but then they don't hesitate to give you suggestions. A lot of suggestions. So it's your wisdom, it's your philosophy, it's your way of thinking that would lead you to some respectable position. And definitely that respectable position goes through a channel. And the college definitely serves as the important stage or important phase of that entire path. These 4 years of engineering, if you spend in good ambience with good people. There is a concept that we practice at Orientalist called peer learning. So we try that the student is definitely into a good company. Like one father or one mother would think, being in a residential society, that what is the neighborhood, who is residing next door, uh, how is their children, how are they behaving, how are their habits. So if they are good, we would like our children to get associated with those children, right? So that way we are also trying, and we are also keeping a close watch on peer learning. So what I mean to tell to the youngsters, that please be focused, please be concerned about all those things. Which is the engineering institute you are taking admission in? Who are the faculty members? How are they? How do they look? How do they talk? How do they behave? Who are the students with whom I am going to study? With whom I am going to share the bench? What are the facilities? Will I get a good library? Will I get a good lab? By good meant, I mean that it should not be stereotyped. Whatever is written in the syllabus, you get that. You can get that anywhere in the world. But then what is extra that I'm going to get? What are the additional features, additional facilities in the institute that I'm going to get? So the bottom line is that you should keep all your senses open. That's my message to the youngsters.
Nice, nice. One last question, sir. If you could share some words, few suggestions for College Dunia.
First of all, my thanks to College Dunia. Mayank, I mean, you're doing great job. I know I personally keep following the activities of College Dunia, and it's really a dunia of college, so a world of colleges. So you have been able to gather a lot of good talent, lot of good people, wise people, senior people on board, and you're doing a great job. Secondly, I would just make a request to College Dunia to keep interacting with the colleges as this session is going on. So I would suggest that this should not be a one-off activity in once in a while. It should be a regular practice to keep interacting with people. My second request to College Dunia is to keep forming a forum, a discussion forum kind of scenario between the colleges. So you being the mediator, and different colleges, different thought leaders, different educational leaders talking among themselves and sharing ideas on how to grow. So my thanks and my sincere appreciation to College Dunia for a great work for the upgradation of education.
Great, sir. Thanks for being on this session, sir. We thanks to you.
Thank you. Thank you.